Chelsea secured back-to-back wins in the Premier League on Saturday as they enjoyed a 4-1 victory over Burnley at Turf Moor. Burnley started the better of the two sides and got themselves in front after some poor defending by Chelsea, who were too easy to play through before Wilson Odobert finished accurately into the far corner. Stream on ESPN+, La Liga, Bundesliga, more, U.S. Closing parenthesis. The Blues' attack was blunted for most of the first half, with Raheem Sterling one of the only standouts for the visitors, and it was through the England international that Chelsea got back into the game when his cross was redirected into the goal from a deflection. Mauricio Pochettino's side got themselves in front after the break when Sterling was brought down inside the box, allowing Cole Palmer to convert from the penalty spot to score his first goal for the club. Sterling was involved again after the hour mark as he produced a clinical finish to put Chelsea 3-1 up. The game was wrapped up in the 74th minute when Palmer found Nicholas Jackson inside the box before a turn and calm finish registered Chelsea's fourth goal of the game. Positives. Chelsea's best player of the game was Sterling, with the England international playing a hand in 3 goals on the day. Midfielder Conor Gallagher also impressed with his overall play. A goal for Jackson will be important for his confidence going forward. Negatives. Mauricio Pochettino's side was slow to get going after a poor performance in the first half, and that could have seen them caught out against tougher opposition. Manager rating, 1 to 10, 10 equals best. Mauricio Pochettino, 7, whatever Pochettino said at halftime clearly had an impact, as Chelsea came out and were much more decisive with their play before strolling to a comfortable victory. Player ratings. GK Robert Sanchez, 5, didn't set himself before the effort from Odobert that found the corner. Saved well from the 18-year-old's effort from range later on that required help to be tipped over the bar. DF Levi Colwill, 6, committed too high up for Burnley's opener, and was beaten by some intricate play that allowed the Clarets to attack Chelsea's goal. Defended well from that point, with Burnley having no further success down Colwill's flank. DF Thiago Silva, 6, out of position for Burnley's first goal which allowed them to play back across the middle of the pitch. Later booked for a foul on Vitinha. DF Axel Disasi, 6, Disasi didn't stand out too much, which is normally a positive factor for a defender. Was one of the only players in position for Burnley's opener, and dealt comfortably with the rest of the game when called upon. DF Mark Cucurella, 5, a difficult match for Cucurella at Turf Moor as he struggled to shine in an unfamiliar right-back role. Often challenged by Burnley's Odobert and was booked for a poor challenge on the Burnley winger in the first half. Stream ESPN FC Daily on ESPN+. Dan Thomas is joined by Craig Burley, Shaka Hislop and others to bring you the latest highlights and debate the biggest storylines. Stream on ESPN+, U.S. only. MF Moises Caicedo, 6, the Ecuador international kept things simple in possession and made it difficult for Burnley to play through central areas. Didn't have too much to do across the 90 minutes. MF Enzo Fernandez, 6, Link played well in midfield and tried to get things moving in the right direction, but could have done better when taking down a cross from Gallagher instead of hitting it first time. MF Conor Gallagher, 7, a pinpoint cross played in from the right flank gave Chelsea one of their better chances in the first half just after the half-hour mark, but Fernandez couldn't convert. Picked up an assist with a perfectly weighted pass in towards Sterling for Chelsea's third goal. FW Raheem Sterling, 9, Sterling looked to make things happen early on, and he was close to opening the scoring with a curling effort that went just past the post. An element of luck saw his left-footed cross deflected off Amin Al-Dakil and into the back of the net. Won the penalty that Palmer converted for Chelsea's second, and then scored Chelsea's third. FW Armando Broja, 5, a lack of service saw Broja rarely make an impact on the match in a Chelsea attack that was frustrated by the home side. Replaced at half-time, FW Cole Palmer, 7, Palmer didn't threaten much from the right wing, with one of his only contributions in the first half an effort from range, though he did put Chelsea into the lead after the break with a well-taken penalty after a VAR check. Registered an assist for Jackson's goal. Substitutes, players introduced after 70 minutes get no rating. Nicholas Jackson, Broja, 46 feet, 6, stretched the defence with direct runs that allowed Sterling and Palmer to have more space, but his best moment of the game came with a neat turn inside of the box and composed finish to make it 4-1. Mykhailo Mudryk, Sterling, 83 feet, N.R., introduced for the final spell of the game for Sterling. Ian Matson, Palmer, 86 feet, N.R., on for Palmer in the 86th minute.